Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back. In today's Everything Wrong with X Rank series, we're looking at diamonds. We're going to be looking at their mistakes, their strengths, their weaknesses, all that good stuff, and I'm going to be helping them out, giving them tips, looking over the gameplay, seeing what they could do better. And yeah, so let's just get right into the games. Alright, just for reference, we are still doing drive kickoffs, and that's perfectly fine. Drive kickoffs, honestly, really simple, really effective. They work in most ranks. Like, if you can do a good drive kickoff like that, that's usually all you need. That's usually all you need to get a good kickoff, and honestly, it works. There is a big mistake that Gordy is making here, so I'm going to show you guys what that mistake is right now. So when you do a kickoff, you never ever rotate into orange. In this case, your opponents. You never rotate up into your opponents off a kickoff. So watch, he's going to get the kickoff, bang, just like that. And now what he's going to do is he's going to not rotate back at all. He's just going to keep pushing up. So you never ever want to push into their half on kickoff. Like, almost never. Like, there's almost no cases where that works out unless maybe you get, like, a significant win on a kickoff. But really, the point here is you cannot do anything if this whole play doesn't work out. So, look, he's not going to rotate. He's going to push up. See how he never went back around, back into here a bit more? I don't know. It'll make sense. But, look, you guys cannot do this, though. It doesn't work. Because look, he's gonna shoot for a boost in their corner, and the only thing that Mango's thinking of right now is that, oh, if I throw this out, maybe my teammate will be behind me. So he throws it out, and by the way, that was a great pass. Wonderful wall hit onto the backboard. Absolutely beautiful. But Gordy, because of the fact that he chose to move upfield and go for one of the opponent's boosts right off the rip, he's not in a position to shoot this. Look, perfect pass, right down, right into here in the middle. Right? Perfect shot. But this decision here is throwing him way off. And not only is it doing that, it gives him, he can't shoot it. This perfect pass that Mango gave him. And now there's no defender. Look, Marshall's just going to shoot this on net, and there's no one back to defend. So, once again, do not ever rotate up into the opponents right off the kickoff, especially if you're the person who did the kickoff. Because again, if you do the kickoff, you don't have any boosts. You have no boosts, can't do anything. You're kind of a potato. Until you do something else off the kickoff, you are a potato. You can't do anything. You need to go get boosts. You need to rotate. You need to go somewhere maybe in this vicinity, take a little circle, take some pads around here, pad, and then come in behind your teammate. And then when he gives you a beautiful pass like this, that's immaculate and amazing, you can come in with maybe 40 boost, and you can jump up and shoot it. Bang, just like that. And let's just say the pass wasn't that good. Let's just say it wasn't that good. So let's say you get to here with your 40 boost that you rotated with, right? So you come here, pad, get a few. All right, you got 30, 40 boost. You get to here. Now, let's just say that pass wasn't ideal. Let's just say he passed it right down to the orange team, and you're like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't like that. It goes right to them. You're like, okay, I don't know about that. I don't think I'm gonna go. Even if you don't go on this, you can get back. You can shadow this power hit that this guy gets. There's at least someone in this general vicinity here who can collect a ball in the back if it were to go that way. Because again, like I said, if Mango's pass doesn't work out, then he's going to be out of the play. He's going to be irrelevant here. But since you're here, you can cover a small 1v1 just for a couple seconds and buy your teammate some time. This guy shoots it, you stay back here, you roll back with the ball, and then maybe you clear it off to the side a little bit, so hit it over here, and then guess what? That's going to buy a lot of time for your teammate to get back from their failed, either passing attempt, shooting attempt, whatever they were trying to go for. They have time now to get back because you bought them time. But you can't do that, period, if you just shoot all the way up for the opponent's boost all the way up here, right off the rip of kickoff. Like, it just doesn't work. So when this goes wrong, there's no one back. You guys are both together at the same time. The play has failed because no one was able to collect it and shoot it or do anything with it. And then it's just a free ball. Marshall gets a free open, and bang, it's in. Okay, first goal scored. Let's move on. Get to the second kickoff. See what Gordy does. Oh my God! Not that. Oh my God! Not this again, bro. Why? Why are we doing this? Come on, guys. Now we're in diamond. Why are we reversing on kickoff, bro? Oh my God! Stop! No! We've talked about this. If you guys watch the other episodes, I've already said this 3 times now. Don't reverse on kickoff. Stop doing this. Go cheat. Go do something else. Like, at least have some faith, bro. Like, it's diamond. I think you guys can do kickoff at least semi-consistently. Like, you should just cheat up. Cheat up, the ball plays right to you, and bang, you shoot it in, bang, you win. You know, you're the best. But stop doing this, please. I beg of you. You're hurting me. Stop going back in the net, bro, on kickoff, man. It's so dumb. It's not hard, guys. Cheat up to about here. Wait for the kickoff to happen, just like so. Watch. Yeah, cool. Bang. Hey, yo, your teammate can actually do fucking kickoff. It's nuts. And then guess what? You're already up here. You cheat, you shoot, and you win. Bang. Cool. Whatever. And if you don't, and even if you don't do that, you can just get boost. Boost. Go get some boost. And then guess what? You got more boost. And then you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Just stop doing this. Stop going back in the fucking net. Actually cringe. Stop. I swear to God, man, if I get to champ lobbies and I still see this, I don't know. I might get a little upset. But stop, please. Like, I don't know, guys. I understand by the time that you've gotten to Diamond, you've probably had your fair share of bad teammates or teammates who got bad kickoffs. But like, at some point, your teammates and your opponents will get better, and you won't have to sit in net to be prepared for whatever you think is gonna happen. No, you're good. If your boys got good kickoffs, then run with it. Like, there's no point in being back there. But anyways, right aside, he's gonna go on that. That's a huge toss. Okay, so I've established this in before, but let's just run it again. Gordy has possession, right? Def Not Mango gets the win on the kickoff. All right, it's played perfectly to Gordy. Gordy has open range. He can do whatever he wants. But when you can do whatever you want, and your first choice is to just hit it right back to the enemy team, that's not the best use of possession now, is it? Now, this is just something I feel like Diamonds have a tendency to do, and it's basically just playing tennis. But what they do is they just hit it really hard, and then this guy hits it really hard, and then he hits it back, and then basically just everyone hits it a little bit harder than they should, and they end up playing ping pong with each other. It's like, oh, here's the ball, buddy. Your ball. And then once he hits it, this guy is like, oh, thanks for the ball. Here's the ball back. Hits it really hard. And then they just kind of go back and forth, hitting it super hard to no one. So point is, he's got a ton of space, and he can control the ball here. Look at how much space he has. He's got all this field to work with. If you have all that field to work with to outplay your opponent, why would you just hit it really, like, why would you just bang it? Like, you can't control that. Like, your boy, you're just giving it to him. The thing you guys have to understand is that as you're getting better at the game, so are your opponents, and your opponent's defense is going to improve. And so that means that if you shoot from really far away, like this, when he's already back in net, you know, like that, then they're gonna save it every time. It's not a hard save. This is really easy for him to save. When you shoot from that far away, and when he's already back there, it's not hard to save. So you have to kind of think in your mind, like, okay, well, since I'm getting better and so are my opponents, their defense must also get better. So that means that you need to come up with new solutions to solve your problems, because banging the ball does solve some problem. Don't get me wrong, banging the ball really hard down on net, it works a lot of the times. It can really be effective if you do it right. But in this scenario, banging the ball, it's not the best solution. There are other solutions you need to come up with in order to get this around him or be more effective. So this is why I say, when you have a bunch of space, and by the way, Marshall is not in your way. Marshall is literally just off to the side, you know, picking daisies. So the only person you have to worry about here is Matt. Matt is the only person in your way. So if you can outplay Matt, you outplay everyone and you get a goal. So that's where people start, you know, when they get this space, they start to slow down a bit more and use that space that's in front of them more effectively and just, like, you know, use it. Because if you hit it really hard, you're not using that space. So recap, you have a bunch of space and you only have one defender you need to beat. Your defender, in essence, is actually in a terrible spot in the sense that you have the ball and he's that far away. That's actually really good for you, assuming you take a dribble. When they're stuck in net like this and you take a dribble, it really puts them in a tough spot. You have full advantage here, and you taking a dribble is going to benefit you even more. So getting a soft touch, learning how to catch it right here, and then maybe flicking it or dropping it down to the right and shooting in this direction, you're going to beat him every time. As you dribble towards him and you get closer, you can kind of like switch it up, you know, make him think you're going to shoot at his face or right up into here, but then fake it a little bit or flick it and then put it off to the right where he can't reach. And this is where implying some ones tactics is really going to benefit you in twos, because, you know, these little like 1v1 scenarios that you're in, because like I said, Marshall's not here. Marshall is out of the picture. It's just you and Maddie. So if you can win this 1v1 scenario, and something you would probably get better at, you would get better at 1v1 scenarios if you played a lot of ones, you know, then you would probably win this interaction. more often if you practice these scenarios where it's just you and one other person. So if you can get good at these scenarios, these 1v1s, and scoring off of them, you're gonna win a lot more games. It is just facts. You are going to win a lot of games just simply because you can solo carry and you know, outplay your opponents in a 1v1. So if you guys aren't motivated to play ones, I totally understand, but you know, I will let you know that if you do master those 1v1 scenarios in doubles, you're gonna be the top dog. You're gonna be a team favorite because you're gonna be dicing up people here, back in there, and left, all the way around. All right, so let's recap. Ball plays out to Gordy. Gordy's just gonna bang it, and Maddie's just gonna save it because it's kind of easy. All right, so now this is a big thing too. So what do you do after you mess up your play? Like, what's kind of like the game plan? Because a lot of people, when they do this, when they make their play, they never really have an escape plan. They don't have a thought process of like, okay, if this doesn't go in and I need to recover, where am I going to go after this? And that's really important because if you don't take this seriously, or you get confused, or you take the wrong route, it could set up the next 10 seconds or 15 seconds of this play could go horribly wrong depending on where you go. So I will say right now he's already going the wrong way. So the first problem is he's going in the same attacking lane. I've used this term before. He's going into the same attacking lane as his opponents. So the opponents are going to use the left attacking lane, which is this over here, and the attacking lane covers from here all the way down the field to here on this side of the field, right? So all of that over here. So once again, his first mistake is going into the opponent's attacking lane. The issue here is he's gonna be chasing the opponent here all day, every day, but he's never gonna catch up to them in most scenarios. Like in most cases, when you are chasing behind the opponents, they're almost always gonna be going faster than you, if that makes sense. Like they're just always gonna be slightly faster than you and ahead of you. And then by the time that you get up to here, up to this point, you won't be ready to save a ball because your teammate will probably have already been committed, which looks like he was, but you know, not the point, right? So again, you're never gonna catch up to Marshall here. Marshall's just always gonna outbeat you. And let's just say he's really good and he can go for an air dribble. He pops it up, goes for an air dribble, and literally it's just a 1v1 at that point. If Mango doesn't save this air dribble or flick or whatever's coming down this way, let me just let you know right now, he's probably not gonna have a high chance of getting. Then it's gonna flick over him or air dribble over him, and it's just gonna be a goal because there's no defender. You're not setting yourself up for the future when you're going behind them. And also, and just to tell you guys something else, when you chase like that down their attacking lane, there's a good chance that Marshall here, when he's coming out to push the ball, that he's gonna be getting all the boosts. Like, let's just pretend that he hit this down to the corner to himself, so he hit it over here. He's gonna have the ball push up to here, he's gonna pick up that boost, he's gonna go for an air dribble, assuming this is like higher lobby, you know. But if you think you're gonna get boost chasing them down that lane, you're not. Like, almost all this boost, most of the time, down this lane is going to be compromised, and you're not going to get any of it. So you're always going to be coming down this lane in particular with no boost, because all the boost you used was from earlier, and then they're going to pick it up, and then all of Orange Team is going to be picking it all up as they push down this way, in this direction. So you're going to be boostless, and you're also not going to be in the right spot to defend either if your teammate gets beat, which is a likely option to happen. So I want you guys to look. So he needs to switch the direction he's going. You never ever want to chase down the same lane as your opponents. So what you should do is you need to go the other way. So he goes up, yada yada, tries to recover, all good and fun. But now you need to go the other way because, again, Mango or Mongo, whatever, he can cover that whole side of the field. This whole right side of the field that they're attacking down, coming down this way, he can cover all that for you. You don't need to be up in there. He can work all that area himself, right? So all this right side area, Mango can cover. So there's no point in you being over there because he's already covering all of that by himself. You don't need to be there. It literally, you're useless when you do that. So what you need to do is, as you're coming down the field here, towards the right preferably, Mango is gonna go this way to the left. He's gonna cover all the left side. And then while he covers all the left side, you can cover all the right. And guess what? Huge tip. Look at all this boost over here. Boost, boost, boost. Even more boost. Look, there's so much of it. And guess what? None of it is contested. It's all free boost. All of it. There's no players over here. No one's going to be fighting you for boost. But when you go to the left, down the same lane as your opponents, it's not even just your opponents that you're worried about taking your boost. Your opponents can take your boost, but guess who can also take your boost? Your damn teammate. Your teammate takes up boost over here. He takes this pad, that pad, this boost over here. You know, he needs that boost. He's gonna use it. You're fighting everyone in the lobby for boost when you're coming back. And that's just gonna slow you down more and more and more. And that's gonna snowball things and make it worse. So why would you go down the same attacking lane as your opponents, where all the boost is compromised, and puts you in an anti-defensive position because it's not back post, you're literally rotating near post, which puts you in an even worse position. Why would you do that? Like, that, it's literally, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So guess what? If you go the other way, opposite of what your teammate's already covering, which by the way is over here, if I didn't say that already, why would you go over here? You get free boost. There's no contesters. You get all the boost you want. Boost here, boost there, boost here, boost here. You know, all the boost you could ever want. And also, you get to rotate behind your teammate, which is what you should do. You should always rotate behind your teammate unless some special case scenario. But in most cases, you want to be behind them. You need to cover their back. And guess what? You're back post. You are back post. You are in the meta, whatever this is, spot. You just sit there and sit pretty, and you wait for them to shoot at you. And then when it gets over your teammate, you're like, all right, cool, my turn. It is my turn now. Do whatever you want. But like, when you push near post like this though, your teammate can't rely on you. He cannot rely on you because now you're near post, and that puts you in a terrible position. Marshall can just literally just shoot it or pass it up across here, bounce it to there, right into Maddie, and he can just shoot it. It's free. This bottom right portion of the goal is open. Like, you're not covering it. And, you know, I know they didn't score here. I know they didn't get a goal, but, like, in higher level lobbies, though, this gets you scored on every time. So, just to be clear and to recap, all right, when you have space, try and use it so that, you know, you don't end up passing to them. Always, you know, better not to pass to them than to pass to them, all right, whatever. And then, again, the direction you choose to rotate in or go after a shot, or when you fall in the net like that, is important. It is a detail, but it is a huge detail that makes a huge freaking difference. And I just explained to you why. So if you ever find yourself in this position in your own games, which by the way, it happens all the time, and you take this advice, you're gonna get better. Guaranteed. This is just strategy 101. This is just better, I promise. But anyways, yeah, so you never really want to attack, you never want to really rotate behind the opponents in the direction they're attacking. And like I said, your teammate can cover all that stuff for you anyways, and then, you know, back post is meta. Like, literally going back post with all this free boost, by the way, that you can pick up. It's just better. It's smoother. It makes for better defense. It's just simple. So anyways, hopefully you guys understand why that's wrong. And, you know, hopefully you can apply that to your own games, and you know, it'll help you win some games more. Alright, I know I've been ducking on Gordy quite a bit here, but we're going to get a nice play out here. So look, he's going to push this, which is great. He's going to get a demo. Whether he meant to do that or not, doesn't really matter. Alright, he's pushing. Ooh, gets another demo. Oh my, perfect. Great, good pressure right there. Again, demos are not cheap, bro. Like, demos are not cheap. They're a part of the game. I know a lot of people like to complain about demos and be like, oh, demos suck and, you know, no skill, and I get that. But like, it's still a strategy though, and it's part of the game. It hasn't left the game ever since it became a thing. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. But anyways, really good pressure here. Getting 2 demos on both opponents in a short amount of time really is going to put Orange Team under a lot of pressure, because, you know, having 2 dead teammates is like a lot of time lost, and, you know, could leave the net really open. Fortunately for Maddie, he's going to be able to respawn in time and save it, but, you know, that's, again, just, I gotta, you know, give credit where credit's due. Gordy did a good job getting some nice demos. And that can really open the field up and you know, give your teammate Mango a big shot to, you know, a lot of space to shoot, and that can really, you know, help score a goal or just keep up pressure. So let's continue. So he gets 2 demos, very nice. Okay, gets a boost. Your teammate hits it up. It's kind of a pass. He's not really quite there. These little arrow, this would be, I don't know if it's like an arrow shot, but this is definitely scoreable though. Like, this is definitely a shot that you should be taking. So here, bounces out. So assuming you don't jump too early. Let me show you what I mean. Like, if you guys don't jump too early here, if you're a little bit patient and you don't get too ahead of yourself, don't jump too early. You know, because if you jump too early, you might end up flying out to the left and pass the ball, and that could be kind of awkward. But, you know, otherwise though, this is definitely a perfect shooting opportunity. And you know, whether you practice for the scenario or not depends on you, but this is definitely one of those things that you should be going for. You should be trying to shoot that, and if you're really good at shooting, you should be able to get a goal out of it. But, you know, unfortunately, he doesn't get it. And maybe my point here is, like, if you guys practice your shooting, if you practice going up for those, like, you know, backboard bounces that play out to you like that, you know, you practice them in training packs or whatever, and you really give these a good go and work on your arrow, work on your everything, whatever that is, you know, you're gonna get better shooting, and then you can score more goals because of it. But here he's gonna miss, not doesn't quite have the technique to get that shot down. But I am telling you though that if you see this in a game, you know, this exact balance in this exact scenario, you definitely should be trying to shoot that 100%, because Matty's already committed himself, and if you shoot that now, he's probably not gonna be able to react. And then even better, if you can get it like maybe around top or back left of the net, then, you know, I don't know, it doesn't matter, just as long as you're shooting it, then that's all good. Just gotta understand though that, you know, you really gotta be going for those, really trying to shoot those. All right, we're moving over here to Mango real quick. So Mango, he's gonna jump, and he's gonna hit it out to the enemy team. All right, so again, you guys, I don't know what episodes you have or haven't watched, but you know, the point being here is you really wanna watch your opponents, look at them, see what they're doing. Your opponents are a lot more important than the ball, or at least more important than you think. When you're about to decide to go up for a ball, you know, really, before you do that, like, look at your opponents. Marshall's on the wall. He's not really contesting. He's just kind of like there. And then Matty's, you know, rotating back in the net. If you just stop for a second, freeze frame, and you look at your opponents, are they really that threatening? Like, Marshall's stuck on the wall here. He can't really get down and challenge you all that quickly. Like, it's just not realistic. So he's not really a huge threat until he maybe like turns down the wall here, but otherwise he's not. And then this dude's just going back in net, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there's not anyone contesting you right now, so I would highly prefer if you would take more time here, be a little bit more patient before you decide to jump up and hit this. Because if you don't do anything, nothing's gonna happen. Like, if I just sat here on the ball and I didn't hit it like he just did, like, look at how far away both of them are. He's over here, way over there, and he's way over here. So if I don't jump up and hit it, it's just gonna come down, fall to me, and I'm gonna have a catch. I'm gonna have a dribble, and then when they try and challenge me, I can just flick it up into here, and then it'll pass down to my teammate. So again, just to recap, watch your opponents. Your opponents should be dictating like 80% of the reason of if you do or don't do something, or hit the ball really hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to play ping pong, and we definitely don't want to hit it back to the opponents for no reason. So if we can avoid that, if we can avoid hitting it right back into their half where they're just waiting on the ball, you know, then we can get more attacking opportunities, and we can become more of a threat. But if you just keep doing this, where you're not patient, you're not watching your opponents very carefully, your first reaction or your first solution to your problem is always going to be just hit it hard. But that's not your solution here. You just need to be a bit more patient, you know, and look at them. Pay attention. Pay attention to these people. These people are important. Your opponents are gonna be the reason you don't score, because again, they're the defenders. So if you can outplay defenders, you score. Duh. You know, just really using that space effectively and watching your opponents, it's really gonna make a huge difference in your gameplay. Number one, look at your opponents. Opponent one, opponent two. Okay, decide, are they a threat? And if the answer is no, then take your time. Look at them. They're not a big deal. All right, how much space do you have? A lot? Okay, I have a lot of space. So that means I can slow down. You can just let the ball come to you, and then you know, let your opponents come to you. You know, it's really simple. You just need to be more observant. You know, work on paying attention to your opponents and your game sense, and you know, it'll all make sense, and you'll play better. All right, let's look at Gordy again. Mango's gonna pop it up. Marshall's, I don't know what he's gonna do, but okay, waits. That's fine. All right, literally just a free shot. And, oh, okay, well, that's not great. So, I will just say right now, with the shooting problem, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, as you get better, you're gonna get better at shooting, but, like, if you work on your shooting, you will get better, because in these scenarios, when the ball just plays out right to you, kind of like this, you know, and you work on these little bounce shots, and maybe add a little bit of air roll, you know, I don't know what. But if you guys work on your shooting, like, in these scenarios, when the ball's coming out to you like this, you're gonna become a huge threat. If you can take a ball in this scenario, like this one, and it plays out to you, and you can shoot it, let's say like top left, like let's just say he could place this bounce shot. It bounces, he shoots it, and then he shoots it all the way up into here. That's gonna be a mad hard save. It's gonna be super difficult to save. It's gonna be a great shot. But you know, if we end up getting these ground rollers like that, you know, it's kind of the opposite. It's super easy to save. It gives it right back to them. You know, it's not ideal. So the lesson here is if you can really work on your shooting, because if you can take shots this close to the net, like in this top like 20 to 30% of the entire field, if you can shoot really close to the net in these areas, and you can shoot with a lot of accuracy and power, with a lot of with a good placement, you can just smoke this kid in net, absolutely destroy him if you have good shooting. If you can, you know, get those top left bangers. But if you can't, you just need to practice it more. That's it. That's literally all there is to it. But again, if you practice your shooting, you get better at it. If these have more power and more accuracy, especially when you're shooting this close, that you're gonna be a freaking menace. You're really gonna throw people off, and they're gonna have a hard time saving these. Like, obviously, the closer you shoot, the better, and the closer you shoot, the less time it takes for the ball to get in the net, making it harder to save. So again, if you can work on your shooting, it's gonna show in the game. It's gonna show in the gameplay, and you're gonna definitely rank up because of it. All right, looking back at Gordy again, just for this. So he misses a shot. It's not the best, whatever. So here, this is what I would have him do instead. I'd rather he not turn up in with the ball like this. It kind of forces him to rotate back into his teammate kind of a bit, and I don't really like that. If I could make him do something different, I would have him land where he is, kind of like that. And because the ball is moving to the right, so it's gonna move in this direction over here, I'd rather him just kind of go with the flow a little bit more and just kind of drive past these people and then start rotating up into here a bit more. So again, they shoot behind him, and then he rotates up and to the left around into here. And the reason for that is because I know Mango, I'm just gonna call him Mango even though it's Mongo, but Mango, right? Like, he can just turn up into that same area that the ball's already going towards, and he can just cover all that. Like, again, you don't need to be here because Mango can just do it all for you. He's already covering all of this over here. He's already covering all of that. So there's not really a good reason for you to be there. He can just cover it. He shouldn't turn up this early. He really should, in Mango's case, he should just kind of like bide his time, because if he can buy you time to get back, that'd be better, because you've already taken a shot and they're already coming back off the hit. So they're already making their way towards your net. So Mango, his job should be to buy you time to get back and defend, so that if he has to go on a ball somewhere up into here in about 5 or 6 seconds, that you'll be back here somewhere to help him defend. In Mango's case, he's gonna turn in a little bit early, in my opinion. Like I said, he should be buying some time. But in your case, again, if you would just rotate past the opponents up into here, right? Guess what? It's the same scenario I talked about earlier when you know, with the attacking lane. If you go over here, guess what? You get all the free boosts. You get all the boosts you could ever want, because, oh, that's right, because no one's over here, bro. There's no one. Like, it's all free reign, all free chickens over here, all this boost. You get boost here, boost there, you know, all the boosts you could ever want. So not only are you, once again, leaving the ball to your teammate to cover, because he's already covering all this, making him a more effective teammate, in essence, and you go in behind him where all the free boost is, so look, Mango's gonna cover over there, you're gonna rotate back here, you're getting all this boost that you want, and then as Mango chooses to either turn up or not turn up, you're just coming down, all good, getting all the boost, rotating back post, you know, this thing right here. Guess what? You're winning. The game just becomes so much easier because you're not overcomplicating it. You're not like going against the grain when you're you know, like I said, back here. When you go for a shot and then you turn back in with the opponents, you know, by the way, once again, if we didn't talk about this attacking lane, Marshall pushing up this way in this direction up here, look, this is his attacking lane. Once again, this is his lane up here that he's pushing. And guess what? You're doing the same thing you did before. You're chasing him down that attacking lane. It doesn't work. I need to pick you up. Go over here. Bang. Let your teammate cover all that dumb shit. You go over here, pick up the boost, go back post, do all the dumb crap. And bang, you win. You flippin' win. Like, on God, bro. Like, and look, your teammates, you're looking at all that work your teammates doing. Or that's not him, but you know what I mean? Like, Mango's already over here, bro. You guys don't need to be on top of each other. It could have been all avoided had you just gone the other way over here where all the free boost is. Like, I need you guys to understand, I'm actually giving you a flipping masterclass on how to be good at defense right now. All right, once again, this is just a really small thing, but Gordy's gonna go up here. He's gonna go up for a little pass. Nothing wrong with that, you know. And let's look at Mango's case. So Mango, it's not necessarily his fault. It wasn't a bad pass, but it wasn't really a good one either. Like, it wasn't so, yeah, it didn't come out of the wall so much that like it really made sense to go for. Because again, it's still so close to the opponents that they could just clear that. But you know, again, he bides his time, he waits, he's patient. This is good. It wasn't really the best pass. And then in Gordy's case, and I feel like I'm guilty of this sometimes as well, but just to showcase it. So after he's done with his pass, you know, we could debate whether that was a pass or not, but whatever. He's gonna end up cutting in front of his teammate, like so. And I don't know, man. It's just, you definitely, if you can just leave it there for your teammate, that'd be a lot better. You know, this is just one of those things where if you know where your teammates are, and you can kind of be aware of that, you know, then that'd be better, obviously. Because all Gordy sees is, he only sees from, like, about here on the field and up. He only sees about this much of the field. So because he's a little bit blind, he's got his horse blinders on, he doesn't know where Mango is, he just kind of assumes he's not there, and then he ends up turning up in front of him. And then whatever shot or pass that Mango could have gone, you know, maybe pass it up off of here out to there, he can't do it now because Mango's cut in front of him. Or not Mango, Gordy's cut in front of him, and now he can't do a whole lot, and it's kind of awkward. And then he, you know, I don't know, you know what I mean? This is why Mango's like thrown off a bit, because he was ready to go on it, but then his teammate cuts in front of him. He's like, oh wait, whoa, wait a minute. It's just a bit awkward. But, you know, that's all I'm saying. But anyways, despite all that, Gordy's going to go up again. He's going to throw it out. Marshall's going to hit it. All right, cool. And Mango going to get a beautiful pop. And I think he's going to get this one. Pops it up. Gets a questionable double tap down the ground to himself, and he scores. Okay, moving back here. So I just want to point out, this is, again, small detail, but, you know, just a small tip. Though, if you're pushing the ball like this, which is fine, and you get an awkward bounce like that up over your net, my advice is if you can't get it, like if it's not comfortable to go for from this point that you're at currently, Gordy, then I would have you go up the wall, kind of like this. See, because now if you go up the wall from where you're currently at, you go up the wall, kind of like that, you climb it. That's gonna get you a little bit closer to the ball than if you were just all the way down here, if that makes sense. So once you drive up here, you're gonna get closer, and then right around here, imagining that I'm wall camping up here as the ball is falling, then you're gonna, this is the closest distance you're probably gonna get between you and yourself when you're up this high in the wall. And then that's when you can go up. Again, this is a little bit mechanically difficult for some people to jump off this wall and come out for the ball, but it is an important skill to be able to jump off the wall here and cover your backboard. Using the backboard on defense is definitely going to help you though, especially in those higher ranks, because this is going to be a much easier save to make when you're all the way up here and trying to go out for it than if you are stuck down here and then trying to go for it. It's a little bit awkward. If you can use this wall, you know, to help climb and get up here and then go for the save, that's gonna be huge. It's gonna make these awkward saves and these awkward bounces off these corners over here a little bit easier to work with. Anyways, the thing I'm trying to get at though is that this is kind of a dangerous ball. So if you take too long to go for this, it's gonna be a free ball for the opponents. Whatever you're more comfortable with, if you're more comfortable going up on the wall or just planting yourself right where you're at and then going for a double jump aerial, it doesn't matter. You have the boost to do both. You cannot though, you can't let this ball float in front of your net for too long. This is a no-no. You can't let that happen. So once again, go back a little bit. It's gonna pop up from this corner. It's gonna pop up and out across your net, and this is a perfect breeding ground for an opponent to shoot. See that? So it's gonna come up and over. In these high level lobbies, which I know this isn't a high level lobby, but we're just assuming that it is, so that when you do get to those high level lobbies, you're ready for this. You know, again, like I said, this is a dangerous ball, and if you're not up for this, like if your opponent beats you to this ball getting up here, then it's a goal. Like in those high level lobbies, they can shoot this, they can put it up and around you. Watch. So if I'm your opponent and this were to pop out to me like that, oh, see, there we go. Maddie's already going. So Maddie's up before you. So if he beats you, if he gets up there first, right around here, you know, he can put it around you and to the left, like this, see? Now, I know a lot of you in this rank probably think, oh, that's impossible. There's no way you could do that. Well, no, it is. You know, it takes a bit more skill, you know, to beat someone to a fast aerial like that and then shoot it down perfectly. But, you know, that takes more skill, but it's not unrealistic. If this were a GC lobby, that's what would happen every time. Maybe even SSL, whatever. I don't care. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't let that ball float. This guy jumps up, he gets the touch, and then, you know, if you're a little bit better, he could aim that down into here, boom, it's a goal. I'm just letting you guys know, like, if you cannot, like, I'm not blowing smoke up your bums, bro. Like, if you leave that ball in the air and you don't get up quick, it's in. So you get one of two options. Option number one, if this is too uncomfortable of an aerial, then use the wall. Come up, drive up to here, come up the wall, and then jump out and clear it. Like that, boom. But if you don't want to do that, then your only option is to fast aerial. If you can't fast aerial, then you need to work on that, because that's kind of a key skill in order to get better at the game, or beat these, because again, high level opponents, their fast aerials are perfect. They do it flawlessly, and then because their fast aerials are so good, they're going to smoke you to this ball every time. So if you're gonna fast aerial, which I think is definitely plausible here, you could fast aerial. I'm just saying, you gotta go for it. You need to get up there, bang, up, get in the sky. I told you guys before, no sugar, no sugar coating. You're gonna get up in the air at some point in this game. You have to get up. You need to get up there, and you need to get up there quick. So if you guys don't know how to fast aerial, I have a fast aerial tutorial. I'll try and link it down in the description if I can, but you know, you have to get up for this. Otherwise, you're leaving it open, and your teammate and your opponents can score it. Alright, just a little quick highlight from Mongo here. Mongo has been playing really well this whole game. That's kind of why I haven't been talking about him a whole lot. I just didn't have a lot to criticize him for. And even here, I'm not going to criticize him too much because he's about to score. So this is just what I'm talking about, though. This is a really nice shot. Really getting more comfortable off of these walls. See that? Bang. Really nice wall shot. It's going to put... This puts tons of pressure on the enemy team. And actually puts on so much pressure that you end up getting a goal out of it. Super awesome. Like I was talking about before, really working in those shooting skills either on the wall, so like shooting on the wall here and then off of it. Just shooting in general. If you guys work on your shooting from anywhere and everywhere, it's gonna show. It's gonna improve your gameplay. Okay, just real quick here, Gordy's gonna do the kickoff. Does a cheeky wave dash kickoff, which I mean that works. Right, and then he kind of ball chases a little bit, and he kind of forgets about that boost to his right. But you definitely don't want to miss that boost, because if you don't get that boost and you miss it and you turn up for this play, I already told you guys that you have 0 boost. You have 0, guy. You missed it. You know, like you can't do a whole lot here. Gordy's just stuck with 0 the whole time, and then he ends up just flailing around and just giving the ball back to orange. But you could have avoided that, bro. Like you just had to go get boost. You won the kickoff, man. You just gotta pick it up. Boost. Right here, bang. You won the kickoff. No one's contesting you. You got time to pick it up. Pick up the boost. Turn it into the ball. And guess what? Now you can do a bit more, because you got some boost now. If the ball goes in this direction on kickoff, it's probably free boost. So just pick it up. Picked it up. Alright, guys. We're gonna look at this. This might be peak diamond moment right here, but Gordy. Alright, the ball pops out. Gordy jumps up immediately, which is smart. He knows that's dangerous. Bang. Pops it up over his opponent. That's literally free. There's no one contesting. Marshall's beat. D. Matty, or whoever this is, he's beat. Mango for the shot. He misses. No. No, he misses. No. It was free. You can't do this to me. Look. No. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, this is an open net. You gotta score those, bro. You have to. Oh my god, no. We're running it back, boys and girls. Alright, so Mango is gonna beat Maddie on the 50. Looks good. The ball's pushed up. Let's see what Gordy does. Gordy doesn't have to do a whole lot. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Shoots it. He passes it. And the shot. Let's go. Mango. No. No, he misses again. Oh my god. Gordy he's perfectly popping it out. Bang, perfect pass. Straight to Mango, and he just can't finish. He just can't do it. Oh my god. Look, I'm telling you guys, work on your shooting. I don't know. Just work on it. If your shooting improves, you improve. I don't know what to tell you, but looking here at Mango again. Marshall's gonna pop it out. Here we go. Gets a touch. It's not the worst touch. He can still make up for it. He can work with this. But then he just hits it really hard again. Yo, dude, like who are we hitting it to? Like, can you tell me who we're hitting it to? Like, literally no one. Look, again, this is why I keep telling you to watch your opponents. This guy's literally running away from you. This guy is literally just like, yep, peace out, I'm gone. And you know who else is peacing out? This dude. He's like, yeah, I'm a half flip, I'm gonna go back on net. They're running away from you. Look, they're literally not even facing you right now, and you still hit it at them. Like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? You diamonds have a big problem of just hitting it so hard when there's no one contesting you. Look, no one. There's no one there. And you're just like, oh, there you go. Free ball, bye. And then we go back to Gordy. All right. Maddie, what are you doing? Maddie. No, dude, no. Okay. So, again, lesson that we've learned today is we're not playing freaking ping pong. This is not tennis. Bro, look. Mango's like, here, free ball. Or wait, not there, but here. Here you go. There's a free ball right for you. And then Maddie's like, oh, thanks for the ball. Hey, that was so nice of you. Here's the ball back. Like, you know what I mean, guys? We are not playing flipping tennis. Like, y'all are shooting yourselves in the foot. This is your problem, you know? But if you improve on this, if you fix it, you're gonna get better. But anyway, so point is, Mango tosses it, and then Maddie tosses it back, and then, you know, Gordy, he's gonna score it, and he's actually gonna get a nice shot. Bang. Perfect. Great shot. Great freaking shot, bro. Really nice punish. Your opponents make a mistake. They gave you a free ball. You put on a really nice shot, just like that. Great shooting. Do more of that. And guess what? You get a goal. you get a flipping goal. Gold medal just for you, bro. This is just a small thing, but I just want to show you guys like how effective back post is. Like literally, he tries to grab a boost. There's no boost there. That's fine. He's here in the back. You know, lots of space to work with. Bang. And then if Marshall puts on a nice shot, and by the way, Marshall did put on a nice shot. Like, this is actually a decent wall shot that he got down. So Maddie demos him. He gets a free ball, and then puts a nice beamer down. Definitely a good shot. But again, because back post is literally just so, I don't know, it's just so good. You can visualize, you know, everything that's happening here. Like, you can just see where the ball is going. So by the time that you move up into here, you know, you've already got a pretty easy save. It's a good shot. It's a decent shot. But just because Mango's like positioning himself really well, you know, the save becomes really simple, you know, and then he can, if he's lucky, he can maybe get a counterattack out of it. But, you know, that's not the point. The point is back post, it's just, if you're just here and they're shooting at you, it's just so much easier to save. Like, it's just simple like that. This is something real quick I want to show. Gordy, he almost wanted to go for it. Like, he was kind of thinking about it. He was like, okay, Mango hits it, kind of goes in my direction. He's like, should I hit it? He's like, I either hit that or I go get some boost. And he makes a good decision in my opinion, and he's like, okay, no, I think my teammate can get that, which by the way, he definitely can. This is definitely a good ball for Mango. So I think Gordy leaving it to him is perfect. He sees that boost wasn't taken. He's like, okay, my teammate can do that for me. He knows my teammate can do all the work in a good way. He gets some boost, which is good, so that he's ready for the next play. But the problem here is that Mango, again, I think Gordy here made a good play here by just leaving it to him. Although Mango, I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, he didn't shoot, so it's just one of those things where I think if you just kind of go on that, you know, have a bit more confidence, and you just go for it, I think that'd be better, you know, because you turning off of it, like, Marshall could have easily shot that. If Marshall shoots this, which, by the way, is 100% plausible, and you don't go for it, then it's just a free shot for him. My guy can literally just jump up and then just shoot it bottom right. It's as simple as that. So you not going right here is just kind of deadly. Probably going to end up in a goal in most cases. I think, again, for Gordy's sake, I think it was really good that he left it to his teammate, because he definitely could have got it. And then Mango, because he was a bit too passive here in front of his net, I'm 100% confident that if Marshall was a little bit better, knew his strengths here, that he could definitely jump up and shoot it to the right, in this part of the net where it's not safe. All right, you guys, that'll be it for the Diamond episode. I hope that you guys are able to learn a couple things. And yeah, so hopefully I'll see you guys in the Champ one. See ya!